Hey friends, it's Kate from Kate's Crafting Corner. It is noon on June 17th. I forgot to put on my watch. Luckily my computer is on right here. This is the start of a new vlog. Hi. I am not off to a great start today. I overslept half of the first game, and so I still need to watch. Actually, the last half is what I need to watch because I had it just restart from the beginning instead of live. And then my husband was on a work call for like an hour and a half. It was so ridiculous. And yeah, so I didn't get to finish it. And then the dogs have been barky today, and I'm on the verge of a migraine. Like, I can feel the migraine coming. So yeah, not off to a great start. I've taken them outside for potty twice already. The first time we come in, we take their treat is a flea supplement that's supposed to help decrease fleas. It hasn't made them all go away, but I have noticed a big decrease in number. So that's been good. And we've only been taking those for like a month now. So I'm hoping that the longer we take them, the more, and the more consistent I am on actually giving it to them. So that's always now the first treat. And since they view it as a treat, they like it. Today as our second treat, like usually I'll go between pepperoni or milk bones, just mix it up a little bit. Today I went with calming bites. I think they have some melatonin in them. They're made specifically for dogs. Usually we reserve them for like 4th of July, New Year's, when there's fireworks going off, loud sounds and stuff like that. But with the migraine coming, and them just being extra excitable this morning, I was like, no, I'm gonna give that to them. And they're kind of passed out right now, but I think that's because they've been up playing for the last 3 hours. Right now there is a game on. It is River Plate, which is from Argentina, versus Uruguay. I probably didn't say that right. And they're from Japan. So I'd never heard of either team. The match is taking place in Seattle. So that means it's a noon game. I've been arguing with people online, as I do sometimes, because there's just a lot of articles and people that are like talking crap about the tournament, and I get like it's not for everyone and that kind of thing, but like for some of these clubs that people have never heard of, this is a chance for these players to get their name out on a larger scale. Like and then they talk about like there's no one in the crowds. First of all, you're being very selective of which games you put a picture of. But second of all, and perhaps even more important, we're talking about, well, no, there's 2 points that have to go together. These are group stage matches, and even in World Cups, the group stage matches don't always sell out. And there are always some boring matches where it is a more advanced country playing a less advanced country and overpowering them. That always happens in World Cups, and the Club World Cup is not going to be any different for all the people out there like saying those kind of things. Well, what do you expect at a Club World Cup? Blah, 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 blah. Anyway, and so I've been arguing with people about that. But then also the time, because then they'll be saying these are so poorly attended that obviously America is not a soccer nation, and that's where I argue with them. Because yes, I know we're more of an American football nation, or baseball, perhaps basketball, but we are talking about games that are hosted at 9, 12, 3 o'clock in the afternoon in the weekdays, okay? Those are not going to be sellout times. They're just not. People have to go to work. And so when you're talking about like stands not being completely filled, well, yeah. But on Sunday, ooh, they almost scored. Oh, it came off the crossbar and almost flew back into the net. Like, wow. Anyways, on Sunday, the Rose Bowl Stadium, isn't that like 80,000 capacity, was sold out, like completely filled. So you have to factor in, like, okay, I know that there's going to be articles talking about the attendance at this game. This game is in Seattle, which is on the West Coast, which means it's noon on a Tuesday, okay? And the two teams that are playing, one is from Argentina, so I'm going to guess that's where the majority of fans are. And the other one is from Japan. Like, we're not talking about Real Madrid versus Chelsea or, you know, Bayern Munich versus Paris Saint-Germain. We're talking about, like, clubs that no one's really heard of. I mean, maybe the River Plate maybe is heard of more, but I very much doubt anyone here is really following the Japanese league. And so this is a chance for the Japanese players, or, you know, they're not all Japanese because it, you know, clubs have people from all nations, but for this Japanese club to showcase some of their players. And like Bayern beat Auckland 10-0, which was a major blowout. But we're talking about a club whose salary is capped at $90 a week. $90 a week, okay? So these are all part-time players. They have to have a full-time job because you're not making it on $360 a month. And so this is the biggest stage that those guys are probably ever going to get. So yeah, it was a humiliating 10-0 loss. Their goalkeeper is also a warehouse worker who had to take his personal vacation time to attend this tournament and also unpaid time because he didn't have enough vacation time to cover the whole tournament for a month. So I feel like this kind of tournament and this kind of event is something that those guys are going to remember for the rest of their lives. You know, while you're in the warehouse working, you're going to remember exchanging jerseys with Manuel Neuer at the end. Or, I mean, I don't know for sure that they exchanged jerseys. I'm just kind of assuming that. I know that, oh, River Plate just scored. 11 minutes in. Actually, it was 11 minutes and 11 seconds, which is always so cool when things like that happen. Whenever these South American teams play, they bring their fans and the audience just bring the energy. It is awesome. So yeah, so I've been arguing with people online because I just really hate it when people crap all over things. Like, if you don't want to watch it, don't watch it. And like, it's so nice for, like Thomas Muller, who is one of my favorite players ever. And this is his last year at Bayern Munich. And I think he's been with Bayern, like, possibly for 25 years when he was a youth. He is the face of Bayern Munich. And it is so sad that this tournament here is going to be his last. And so, you know what? I appreciate that I get to watch him for a little bit longer. Yeah. Anyways, that's just my 2 cents. I'll get off my soapbox, but yeah. Anyways, so with the migraine coming, I'm gonna try to stop it. Take some high dose ibuprofen, and hopefully not have to take my very sparse migraine medication. the doctor hasn't refilled that prescription in like 2 years because it is a like a narcotic, I guess. So I use it very sparingly. Like, it has to be almost unbearable before I bring it out. So I don't know what I'll be able to do crafting wise. I'm hoping to be able to do some cross stitch, maybe work on the socks, but I might need something that's bigger. Like, socks are very tiny stitches. I might need something that's bigger stitches, right? If that makes sense. And something that involves less concentration, which is also kind of where I'm at with cross stitch right now. I'm hoping to work on it because goodness knows I want to move past, but yeah. So I'm planning on having an easy day today. I'm gonna turn on the AC unit here. I think it's only gonna be in the low 90s today, but I'm already feeling warm. I took a shower, which usually helps a little bit with migraines, but it didn't help today. So I don't know. So yeah. Okay, gonna stop rambling. Oh, I also need to edit the video today. So there is that. Oh, okay, I may end up working on some of my challenge stuff. Just because a lot of it is bigger yarn, so yeah. Okay, bye guys. Hi friends, this is Kate from Kate's Crafting Corner. It is Wednesday, June 18th at 12:30 p.m. I have been awake for probably like 3 hours now, and I did most all of the housework that I'm gonna do for the day already, because it is gonna be 101 degrees today and I am already pretty warm. Took the dogs out. They got in a fight with the neighbors' dogs because the neighbors have a couple wiener dogs. And I think it's like a small dog rivalry situation, and I just don't understand it, but nevertheless, that is what it is. I've watched one match for the day. It was Manchester City versus a club from Casablanca. Manchester City won 2-0, but there was a very controversial red card. I did not agree at all with the red card. Which, I mean, I'm not a Manchester City fan. I think they bought their way into championships, and it's ick to me, but not a fan, but I also don't believe that player deserved a red card. Like, I don't even think they deserved a yellow, much less a red. So, that's just my 2 cents. But anyways, so the Real Madrid versus, I don't remember who they're playing. I think another Middle Eastern club. I'll get back to you guys on that for sure. But they have been playing for about 30 minutes, but I was late to start watching the other game, and so I was doing the catch up. And there's about an hour in between each game, so I think that I'll be able to catch up in between the 2 games, especially if I can cut out the halftime shows. So yeah, I'm not too worried. The TV's, I have it playing the lineups, getting ready, just so that I think I'm not gonna pause it until the players are on the field. Okay. One kind of interesting thing is there are 2 young players, Jude and Job Bellingham. Their father's a police officer. Jude Bellingham made it himself a kind of name several years ago. He was really young. They're both British players. And so they both went through the youth academies, and then Jude Bellingham went to not Real Madrid. He's at Real Madrid now. He went to Dortmund. And then he got signed by Real Madrid after like 3 years. His brother, who is 19, just got signed by Dortmund from the small town club. Well, I guess it's not a small town club. They just got promoted into the Premier League, but from their local club. So he's now gone to Dortmund, and I think that's kind of like, it's kind of cool. He's like following in his brother's footsteps. I think that that's pretty cool. So they're both playing in this tournament. So we have 2 siblings playing in the tournament on different teams. And I think that that is just, it's really cool. I love it when those kind of things happen. Let's see. So for Uno was fun, which means I need to do in the next 8 hours, 100 stitches on each of my 4 projects. Excuse me. And I'm actually really looking forward to this because it'll allow me to work on a different project besides Merry and Bright. That does mean that like I have to do more than 1,000 stitches on Merry and Bright. But I'm pretty happy that it's turned out this way because I needed to be able to switch things up. So yeah, that's my big plan. I'm hoping to be able to do it while watching the games. I already did laundry. And so yeah, this time I'm actually going to have a lazy day. And the other thing is I have to not turn on my computer because I got sucked into the Adventure Capitalist game again, just pressing the button over and over again for like a few hours, possibly more than that. So I'm just gonna not turn on my computer and try not to turn on any iPad games. So that is my plan. So yeah, I'll keep you guys updated on the stitches. I will be starting with doing my 100 stitches on this one just because I have everything out for it already, but then I will be switching to the other 3 projects. So oh gosh, excuse me, tired. Okay, chat with you guys later. Bye. Hi friends, it's Kate from Kate's Crafting Corner. It is Thursday, June 19th, about 2:30. I'm sorry, I'm so unbelievably tired. I'm probably gonna take like a 30-minute cat nap, wake up in time for the 3rd match of the day. I didn't watch the first 2 matches, and I still have 2 half matches to catch up on. Yesterday there was a Comcast outage in our area, affected like 2,000 homes, things like that. So we didn't have internet or cable or anything, excuse me, probably until about 3 in the morning. So yeah, I didn't get to finish the matches I was trying to watch. I did edit the vlog last night. I stayed up pretty late to do that because, well, I thought that I had gotten it all the way uploaded online before I went to bed, but it turns out it hadn't finished processing. So when I woke up this morning to check and see that everything was okay, it said that it wasn't available yet, and I was like, what's going on? I don't think I did anything copyright restricted, but no, I didn't. Sorry. So while I was editing, and then also while the internet was out, I watched this TV show called The Americans. I have the first few seasons on DVD, so I just brought them up from downstairs and put them on. I'd also brought up the show Community, but I was feeling more like drama than comedy. Anyway, so I did do some cross stitching. I didn't finish the Uno. because my husband asked if I wanted to go get something to eat. We ended up getting sandwiches, and then sitting and just hanging out for a couple hours there. But I did do 100 stitches on Merry and Bright. Focus. There we go. The and, I'm almost done with the and sign, but I was at the time still trying to actually finish. Bingo. Oh man, you guys, I'm so sorry. And then I ended up doing 300 stitches on Christmas Quaker 2. And so this was all that I needed to stitch for Una, which is why I didn't finish this whole motif. But yeah, I was working on this one. So I'd only done this much of the outside border. So I finished that, then I did this inside border, and then I started up there. So 300 stitches. Next time I pull this out, I should be able to finish that motif. Excuse me. Oh my gosh, you guys, I really am sorry. I was using this neck light thing that I got from Amazon. It's rechargeable, and so I just put it on here. I directed the light where I wanted it to go. This is the side with the power. Yep. Ooh, bright. But yeah, so it worked pretty good on the black fabric, which was really good because it didn't add extra heat, and I was able to work on this. I think I am going to switch back to Merry and Bright, finish up the last probably like 300 stitches I need to do for Uno. I did do yesterday's Uno draw, but yeah, I don't know if I think I'm not gonna cross stitch. I might do some crochet or something during the matches. Yeah, so I'm not sure who is playing, let's see, Seattle Sounders versus Atletico Madrid. I mean, Atletico Madrid will probably win it, but I will be going for the Seattle Sounders, just because they're an American team. Seattle's on the West Coast. So, then the final one is, oops, go back up. Go up. Bayern plays tomorrow, so I'm excited about that. Paris Saint-Germain is the late game versus Botafogo. Botafogo. Anyways, I'm pretty sure Paris Saint-Germain will win that. Again, I'm not a fan of that team, so. Ooh, involuntary shudder. But yeah, so I haven't really done any crochet this week, so I do think I'll probably crochet during those matches. Although the time for my events is coming to an end on Sunday, so I don't know, but I do want to do some crochet or knitting. Anyway, that's about that. My sisters and I might be playing Lord of the Rings online. They've been streaming our gameplay to their Twitch channels, so yeah, it's some shenanigans, sister shenanigans. But yeah, I'm so tired. I think I need just a tiny little cat nap. Yesterday, I didn't fall asleep. I just rested my eyes for like 10 to 15 minutes, and then like I felt wide awake again after that. So I might just do the same. Yeah, but I'll keep you guys updated. Hope that you're, an update on my dad. So he is going to, tomorrow, all of his tubes have been removed. As a reminder, my dad had open heart surgery, 5 bypasses, and a repair to a torn valve. That was a week ago. and all of the tubes have been removed. He's doing really well. My mom said he sat up the whole day today and even walked around a bit. So tomorrow he's going to be taken to a rehab center and he'll spend a couple of weeks there. So he's been doing really good, especially considered he was sedated for 2 days. He didn't even wake up until well, I mean, like five days ago. So we're all really happy with his continued improvement and everything. So yeah, that's been a massive blessing, especially considering how concerned we were originally that he was not healing at the pace we thought he would be. So yeah, that's about all I have for right now. I am going to just take a tiny little nap, and then I will be back to try to I don't know, see what I get done. I just haven't been sleeping well. I haven't taken my sleeping aid the last 3 nights, and I just haven't been sleeping well, but I have been going to bed late because I don't get my energy until late in the day. But then the games start at like 9, and so I haven't wanted to take the sleeping pill, but I'm so tired now, I might as well have taken it and actually slept. So you live, you learn. Anyway, chat with y'all later. Bye. Hey friends, it's Kate from Kate's Crafting Corner. It is Friday, June 20th. I slept basically the whole day. It is 5:45. The soccer game for Bayern Munich will be starting in less than 15 minutes. I did wake up, got my husband's lunch ready, took the dogs out, and then promptly went back to bed. And then I slept until like 4:30. I was so tired. It was the first time that I used my sleeping aid this whole week, and I haven't been sleeping well. So yeah, I really needed the sleep. So whatever. I wanted to start out with 2 pieces of Happy Mail. The first, Carrie, thank you so much. She bought from my Amazon list for the kids the Magic Treehouse graphic novels. I am so excited for this because our 2nd and 3rd graders especially love the Magic Treehouse. And I didn't even realize they had made them into graphic novels. And so I know our kids are gonna love this. So I am so excited. As I've mentioned before, if it's not from Scholastic, I don't really get the funds to purchase books, and this one is Random House. So this isn't one that I could have used my Scholastic dollars to purchase. So thank you so much. I am planning on going in probably in the beginning of July and doing some book entering, and I mean it's not paid, but it'll put me in a better place to start the school year out. So one of the secretaries is going in the first week of July, and so yeah, I'll probably be going in as well, just taking my iPad, putting on soccer or YouTube or audiobooks or whatever, and just working. I don't get a lot of uninterrupted time for these kind of projects during the school year, so that's why, besides it will give me a break from the dogs. They have been needy. The second Happy Mail that I have today is me shopping the cross-stitch unloading group, and this one person had 2 items that I really wanted. Come on. She really packaged this well. Okay, let's take out the one. Okay, so the first one is the Jack Frost the whole series of Jack Frost from Little House Needleworks. Now, she did include the DMC for it. But I prefer to do the Little House Needlework projects in their Classic Colorworks. So I will be ordering these colors when I place my one order. Yeah, when I place my one order for my birthday new start, probably at the beginning of July. She also included fabric for it. This is 30 count linen in the color of Portobello. It is a 27 by 36 size. So that's a nice size of fabric. So I will check the website to see the dimensions of the fabric. If this is what is called for, then I'll use that. If it's smaller, then I'll use fabric from my stash. The second item I ordered from her is the one I'm having trouble getting out. Oh, maybe she taped it to the cardboard? Yeah, she did. Okay. Okay, that explains why I couldn't detach it. Okay, here we go. So, first of all, it came in this project bag, which I just loved this project bag. That was a big selling point for me with buying this. It looks like the charm has fallen off of the project bag, so I might check my own like stash and see if I've got anything Halloween related that I could put as a zipper pull. Hang on, I'm gonna take this off before it like accidentally wounds me. Boop, boop. Come on. Come on. Okay. So, oops. Oh, she included this, bat keyring thing. I didn't know that that was part of it. She included the DMC for this, which is not in a separate bag, so I'm not going to pull that out. So this is Murky Manor by Glendon Place. That's what it looks like. She included all of the DMC for it. Color chart, Murky Manor. I'm just checking. There, I might need to order some Krynic to go with it because there's no Krynic in here. So when I place that order, I'll do that then. There's also Mill Hill beads and a Karen Wildflowers that I need to order. She also included these little extras, like ghosty things that go like on the lamppost. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, all there. So that's really awesome. And oops, she included this 36 count fabric. Now, I'm thinking I'm going to need to buy different fabric because I'm not positive I can stitch on 36 count fabric. Yeah, the instructions here are for 28 count. So I'll probably just look that up. 36 is just so very hard for me to see. So it's very nice fabric though. Anyways, so those were the two things that I bought from Stash Unloading from her. So that's about all of the update I have for today. The players are starting to come out onto the pitch, so it's getting time to start. Look at this inside fabric. Like, that's just so pretty. I've not been able to figure out how to work with vinyl yet on my project bags, so I don't have any project bags made by myself, made by me, words that are made with vinyl. It kind of intimidates me. So anyway, that is my stash. I don't really have any progress to share from yesterday on anything. I mean, I shared with you guys what I had done the night before, but I just don't really have any other update regarding that. I'm planning on stitching today, but not during the game because it's Bayern Munich and that requires my full attention. So yeah, that's all I have right now. I will come back later. I think my husband's working late because Monday is our anniversary, so he's taking Monday off of work. So yeah, anyways, chat with you guys more later. Bye. Hey friends, Bayern won 2-1, which means that we progress into the round of 16. There's still one group stage match, but we've made it to the next round. So win or lose, we've made it. It would be better to win because then we'll for sure top our group and we will play against a second place opponent as opposed to a first place opponent in the next round. But regardless, we've passed the group stage barrier, which is amazing. We should have scored more goals. We had several goals taken back. And I didn't agree with all the ref calls, but it is what it is. And I do have to say Boca Juniors' goal, the one that they scored against us, was a beautiful goal. It was beautiful. I would not be saying that if we had lost or tied, but since we won, I can say it. Hey, I've just gone and had a snack and taken the dogs out for the third time of the day. And the Uno the new days got posted, and it is to work on Afternoon in Paris. Now, I have not worked on this whip in quite some time. I don't think at all this month. And I went and I counted up, this is where I'm at. I went and I counted up how much I would need to do to get caught up on this whip in all of the Uno spins, and it would be 600 just for the ones where this was specifically called. And then if I wanted to do it for any pick twos or that kind of thing, then it would be more. So I've decided to put Mary and Bright aside for a little bit. We need a little time out from each other and work on this for a while. So I have missed quite a few matches, and I'm starting to lose track of which matches I've missed. So my plan is to put on a match from today that I know I didn't watch, and then go through and write the games for each day onto this tracker, going back to the beginning of the tournament, highlighting off the games I know I watched, and that way I will be able to Germany versus Portugal wasn't even in this tournament. Oh my gosh, that's the wrong week. I haven't written down any. Fantastic, fantastic. I love when I do these things to myself. It's fine. It's fine. It's only been a week's worth of games, and then the rest of the weeks. But that way I'll be able to easily figure out what I need to catch up on. And because they're not games I care about as much, and I know the outcome, and I don't mind watching soccer games I know the outcome for. I actually find that quite enjoyable. because it allows me to like be more at ease and not as worried the whole time. So I think I'll be able to cross stitch during those matches, and if not, I'll just bring out the crochet and knitting stuff. But I'm hoping to make some good Uno progress with this whip for a little while. I mean, I don't think I'll do all 600 today, but some progress would be good. Apparently we've been invited to a baby shower tomorrow, but I think I'm gonna tell my husband to go by himself. It's for one of his son's cousins, and so it's during a soccer game. I'd rather watch the soccer game, and yeah, I mean, if he really wants me to go, I'll go, but that would not be my preference. It's okay. Anyways, so yeah, I think I'm gonna put on today's match, Auckland versus Benfica. That's the other two teams that are in the group that we're in. I do know how that game turns out, 6-0 for Benfica. But since I know the result, and they're in our group, at least then I will have watched all the games that are in my team's group. And I'll probably just try to catch up that way, like one group at a time. So yeah, we'll see. I do have half of a Dortmund match to watch, and I think they play tomorrow, so I might try to catch up with that one after this. So I'll chat with you all later. I hope you're having a fantastic day. I am doing pretty good. I mean, I got like 12 hours of sleep, possibly more. So I'm doing pretty good at the moment. So I'll chat with you all later. Bye. Hey friends, it is 4:30. And I'm doing my end of day update. I caught up on 2 soccer matches, Dortmund match and then Benfica's match. I would have watched more, stitched more, whatever, but somewhere around midnight-ish, I noticed a call going on in our family chat, and it was my dad. And so we talked on WhatsApp, my 3 younger sisters, my dad, and then my mom, for about 3 hours. And it was really good to be able to see him, like have a visual of him interacting with us and everything like that. And he seemed to be doing pretty good. There were moments where he zoned out and seemed tired, but one, not particularly unusual for my dad. And 2, he is still recovering and is very tired and everything like that. But I watched most of Dortmund's match while making dinner, so I watched at it. So I wasn't stitching during that, and so I did manage to get 200 stitches done though, and I've been really enjoying working on this. It's nice blocky stitching. So I did this cloud, this bird, it still needs its beak and its legs, and then I started the Arc de Triomphe over there. So I am happy with that. I hope to continue that tomorrow, and see if I can get, so I did get 2 days of Uno completed, so I'm hoping to get even more completed tomorrow before the next day is spun. So I do have a lot to catch up on, just because like with everything with my dad, I haven't stitched as much as I had anticipated, and so yeah. But one of my husband's friends wants to see one of our puppies for possibly adopting, so I will be needing to give her a bath and get her ready, and then we'll be taking her over to Joey, which turned out was a girl. It was the first time I've ever made that mistake before. I could have sworn Joey was a boy, but no, it's a girl. It's a girl. Never made that mistake before, honestly. Like, I've not made that mistake before, and it still embarrasses me. But we'll be taking Joey over to her house. She lost 1 or 2 dogs, like they passed away like 2 weeks ago. So hopefully she wants to adopt. Well, she wants to adopt. It seems to be more like if her husband's ready. And so we'll see what happens. But I'm still hoping to have plenty of stitching time tomorrow and downtime. So yeah. Anyway, it's pretty late and I need to go to bed, but I just wanted to update you guys before I do that. So yeah, hoping to continue on this one. I'm really enjoying it. It goes pretty fast. Like, honestly, it goes pretty fast. So it's nice to make like some significant progress. With the Merry and Bright, it's a bit more, there's a bit more counting and stuff involved. So yeah, anyways, I'll chat with you guys tomorrow. Bye.